All right, we are live again. Part 15. 9,200 encounters, or 9,200 resets, and counting. Hopefully we get this soon. Every reset is one reset closer to success. See what happens tonight. How's it going, Unlucky? Yeah, hopefully we get it. It would be nice. I'm gonna also chip away at this Aaron or Aron. See what happens. Hopefully everyone's having a good start to their weekend. What's up, Bonfire? What's up, Tag? How we doing? What's up, Connor? What's up, Brian? Yeah, back on the grind. What's up, Caden? Amaryllis, how we doing? Shiny, how we doing? Happy Friday. Another day, another 15,000 resets. What's up, Dark Templar? How we doing? Yeah, Friday night shiny hunting. That's what I'm talking about. You're playing through for Baton Zapdos. Have you thought about showing off your Pokemon home? I don't think I even have Pokemon home. Oh, you're playing through XD for... I got it. Yeah, I guess it auto filled it in for that emoji. Wait, so does Zapdos learn Baton Pass, or are you getting a Pokemon to help facilitate this Zapdos on the team? It only learns Baton Pass in that game. That is interesting. What's up, Chris B? Just discovered your channel. Inspired by Pokemon Emerald. Nice. Hopefully enjoy the Pokemon Emerald adventure. Such a good game. Got so many hours in that. Also happy you found the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. So you just got it today. Playing against P-Star mod. Nice. Yeah, I got a couple modded Game Boys. I tried to mod one of my Game Boys and I did not have success just because I don't think I prepared enough and bought the right equipment. But whether you mod your own or just buy a modded one, I think it's really a good way to modernize the old equipment or the old consoles. I am really hoping we get this tonight. We might almost, depending on how long we do this, we might almost touch 10,000. Man, I'm your favorite YouTuber. Oof. There's a lot of competition out there. I appreciate it. It means a lot. I guess favorite PokeTuber, I'll be specific. Your algorithm's all Gen 3. That's awesome. Keep these games alive. Got 10 levels of brightness. That's actually probably really good for like making videos. Like to have that adjustability, you can like fine tune it with the camera. It's kind of surprising not having Emerald as a kid. I feel like that was the one that everybody wanted because of Rayquaza. I think this Game Boy's got like 5 levels of brightness or this mod. Which, I mean, I guess that's plenty. But having that extra adjustability would always be pretty nice. You're from Portugal. Awesome. Is it pretty late? Actually, maybe not that late. It's got to be like 10, 11. It's probably almost bedtime, right? Oh, my wrist is already hurting. It's only been like 10 minutes. Not even 7 minutes. Oh my gosh. Whoa, that is early. I guess it's really late or really early. Next Gen 3 videos tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I decided to train up that shiny Beldum, so it's that video rambling about that. Get hyped. This is an almost confident IPS screen. It's definitely not a 101, but I don't know if it's like some other IP or like another LED screen or it's like an actual IPS, but it's one of those, but definitely not 101. Are you talking, Unlucky, you talking about the Fire Red on the Switch? If that's the case, I'm not really sure when I want to do that next. Because I got a lot of other stuff I want to do, but I probably should while it's still hot. And it's got a lot of attention. Yeah, I did hear of the space mission. Didn't they just land? Or what do they call it? Just splashed down a few hours ago. I didn't watch that, but I did watch them take off. I'll probably go back and watch that feed. I have a whole video on the my opinion on the Pocket. However, like the too long, like didn't read is, if you get it for like a good price, and a good price to me is like below 300, probably like 250. I think it's a good deal. But anything more than that, it's like you might as well just buy an SP or a modded SP or 2 of them. And I guess I don't really have too much more to do in Fire Red. I do want to get that Trainer Star, the final Trainer Star card. So I guess I don't have too much to do, but there would be a video going out tomorrow where I trained up another shiny Metagross in Fire Red. so maybe that kind of counts. And they didn't splash down yet. I thought they were gonna do it at like 6:30 Eastern time. And maybe I will actually put it on in the background while streaming. I don't know if that's cheating. Yeah, that would have been a really cool thing to do if they put Wi-Fi on the Switch for those games. It would have been fun. What kind of DS models do you have? I have 2 DS Lites. I think I have like 4 or 5 DS... Sorry, yeah, 2 DS... No, sorry, 2 DSIs. I really like the DSi. I have I think like 4 or 5 DS Lites, but a couple of them I got like given as like from a friend, and a couple of mine broke. So it's like I think I have like 2 functional ones, and then I have a 3DS, and that's all. Yours was an eye-watering 350. Sheesh. I mean, if you get value out of it and you use it like every day, like, yeah, it doesn't, you know, if you get value out of it, the price kind of makes up for itself over time. I don't know if I'd be able to drink an energy drink while playing Pokemon. It'd be too intense. But in the morning, I'll drink coffee while playing Pokemon, so maybe that kind of counts. Yeah, for the Fire Red and Emerald Pokedex for my Game Boy carts, I do have the complete national dex in both games. I gave myself the Mew Deoxys event. And then Celebi and Jirachi I just hard gave myself. Like, that just hacked it in because it's difficult. I understand you can kind of do it somewhat legitly, but I think that's where I drew the line in the complexity of getting those in the game. Trying to get shiny Abra and Fire Red. Good luck. Hopefully it shines soon. I don't know, Gen 4, if you can get 100 when trying to link battle. No, it needs to be in the battle tower specifically. From what I've heard. Yeah, it has to be, well, let me reread this. Yeah, no, it has to be in the Battle Frontier single battle tower. Like, I'm pretty sure it's really specific. Once we get the shiny Rayquaza, that's going to be my next, like, full challenge to do that I want to get. Gen Platinum. I haven't touched Platinum since I think I uploaded that last video. I really want to get back into it. I really hope today's the day. I can feel it too. We might be pushing almost 10,000, so... Come on, Rayquaza. But we'll see. It'll happen when it happens. But hopefully it's today. Actually, I did not like triple check. Alright, we're good. Oops. You're hunting in Route 25. Isn't only like a 10% chance, something like that too? Hopefully the odds are in your favor. Hold on, you said, no, I'm not gonna shiny hunt Mew. I don't like the Pokemon shiny enough to hunt for that. Again, it's cool shiny, but it's just not, for me, worth the time. You can get shiny Rayquaza in Ruby Sapphire after you beat the Elite Four. You just go up to the Sky Pillar and dude's chilling there. One second, I gotta mute my mic. I don't think there's any other requirements for Rayquaza in this game. Just beat the Elite Four. How's it going? How's it going, Sergio? Nose started running. That's good. Okay, at least you get the 25%. Still not like super high, but it is what it is. I guess can you? Oh yeah, because you don't want it in the luxury, or you don't want a Pokeball. Do you want it in I guess what ball you're gonna go for? Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. I feel like Shiny Mew is definitely overrated. Again, it's cool, but it's blue. I don't know. Get the shiny in June. Should I just not shiny hunt then until then? I'm hoping we get it tonight. A Master Ball for it? I respect it. I guess the colors do kind of align, right? With the purple. Gonna work at a Lunatone. That is an interesting build. No way Lunatone gets Baton Pass. That is strange. Would you go Cosmic Power? Baton Pass? I'm more of a fan of just getting it the... I don't know, I guess the not normal way, or the not RNG manip way. I'm getting all notifications now. People are like, "Good, it's about to land. It's about to splash down." Calm Mind, Baton Pass, and Levitate. And 250 Runaways or Latias at Emerald. I'm hoping for Aaron in on the Analog Pocket, but if we get Sableye, it's whatever. It's cool shiny. I want an Aggron. I think we're at like just above 2,600 on Aaron or Aaron. We're not too far, or we're pretty medium low into the hunt. These encounters definitely take a little bit. Jumping on the bike with the rappel trick. Not the magnet pole either, so. Thought about doing Feebas. Yeah, that's how I kind of felt the same way with Feebas. Finding the tile and then, I don't know. It is a really pretty shiny, but I like the Milotic. But I don't know if it's worth it for me. I feel like the stream quality looks like garbage. Why does it look so bad? Oh wait, I'm watching in 420. I'm watching the playback at 420p. Like it actually is garbage quality. New advice to shiny hunters. I feel like go after the ones you really want, like that you think are really cool, because it'll kind of help you stick with the hunt. Probably try and go for like the quote easier hunts. An easier hunt meaning ones you can get more encounters fast, because then you're, I guess it keeps the flow going, you know. And the more encounters, the, again, doesn't increase the odds of you getting the shiny, but increases, yeah, you're just getting those instances where you can potentially see the shiny, so you're getting farther or quicker on that like distribution curve where you could potentially see the shiny. I think the other one is like find some other activity to do while you do it. Like shiny hunting should not be the main activity, because it's monotonous. Very rewarding once you get it, and I think, yeah, getting a first shiny is like a big win, because it almost shows like it's possible, if that makes sense. Like I feel like my first shinies, it was like I never got a shiny, I never will. Then you get it one day and you're like, wow, that was a thrill. Let's do it again. How's it going, TM? Happy Friday. It's going to be a great weekend. We're going to get shiny Rayquaza tonight. I can feel it. I'm just looking at your message now. Amaryllis, Lunatonk, and Wall Salamence. Can it? I guess, yeah, Earthquake. It's kind of beefy. Yeah, I guess some people just like the dopamine rush of getting the shiny. But yeah, I mean, if I get a shiny, like I want to train it. I want to like spend some time with it, you know. But I guess, yeah, if people are just chasing like the collection part of it and the thrill, I guess I can understand in some sense. But how's it going, Julian? How we doing? Good to see you. Think of Gen Pokemon. Gen Ed Pokemon. What am I missing? Are these like new gen Pokemon? Your shiny Toadon Gold this morning. Nice. Congrats. Huge win. We're about to do our 100th reset of the night. And this is the 9300th reset. The next goal after Ray for the Gen 3 games is to take on some more of the Battle Frontier facilities. But I think like the next like actual goal I want to do first is get the 100 wins in Gen 4 Battle Tower in Platinum, because that'll be the 5th star on my trainer card. So we'll get the black one. Be sick. You might collab with another game star, do a Gen 3 battling event next month. That sounds awesome. Sounds like a fun time. I don't have any of the shiny Reggies. The only one I'm really interested in is Regice. Yeah, Heart Gold Soul Silver is a great beginner friendly hunt. You get the three encounters every reset, and it's like relatively pretty quick. That was a really fast hunt for me too. The odds of Nintendo releasing Ruby Sapphire Emerald, I think sometime within the next year or two, is like 99%. I'd bet money on it. They have no reason to not do that. So let's go on a red zoom. How we doing? This is the 9,307th reset. We're chipping away. Walk exactly. Let's try it. Walk exactly 4 places back away from Rayquaza. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open your party. Oh, hold on. I gotta reset it. I gotta do it again. I didn't do it right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open the party. Close it. Walk back to Rayquaza. Actually, I meant to redo that. I didn't walk. I ran. I'll redo it. Heard rumors to be the next set of games they had to switch. Like, they can make money. It's pretty easy. I think they definitely do it. What's up, Owen? Yeah, we're still at it. We're chipping away. Over 9,300. Red zoom, it didn't work. I trusted you. Your advice. Unless it was only on that one encounter. And the question is, do we get shiny Aron first? Or Rayquaza? We got like 4 times the amount of encounters on Rayquaza. Come on, Rayquaza. It knows we want it, that's for sure. You guys can't see my Rayquaza. We're at 40 encounters on the pocket. In case anyone's wondering. Aggron toys are awesome. I think I got 2 like small ones. They like their body rotates and the tail does like a tail. I guess it does Iron Tail, the move technically. It's cool. Sup, Giovanni? They really should put Emerald with all the tickets. I feel like that would be the move, but again, see what Pokemon actually does. It's meant to be the bag, not the party. Then you toss 1 potion, and that seems overly complicated. Went to a Pokemon exhibit in London. They have a Pokemon exhibit in the London Natural History Museum. That's pretty cool. You just gotta use the Konami code. Someone give me the cheat code. Yeah, that Aggron toy is awesome. We're putting a hold on all the or I guess I'm putting a hold on all the podcasts because there's so many things I want to focus on, and that was one of the things I guess I decided to put on the back burner to focus on other things. There was still, I think, like 5 or 8 people that were interested. So I feel a little bad, but I gotta pick my battles. I guess they just splashed down. Yeah, imagine it randomly succeeding in RNG manipulating. I mean, can you even do that in Sapphire? I don't think so. They had a rude awakening. You have to Gen 9, yeah. It's a lot more time consuming, I guess, and luck required for Gen 3. What's up, Primary? New to the channel. I'm checking your stuff. Glad you enjoy the videos. Picking up Emerald for the first time in 17 years. Hopefully enjoy your adventures and your save files. Or your save file. It's always a great time seeing people re-pick up these games. They always have a special place in my heart, and I know a lot of other people as well. I'm glad you found the channel. Glad you're enjoying the content. Yeah, Shiny Rayquaza is a must for every save file. Hopefully we see this one soon. What's up, Retro? First time catching stream. Glad you're here. Hopefully you're the luck that we need. We're pushing 9,331 resets. Yeah, I'm wondering if those seal toys are going to make a comeback. It's only a time before the scalpers get to them, and they were cool toys. I don't think they made a lot of them either. I haven't really touched Gen 4 since that video. Actually, that's a lie. I trained up a whole team for the Battlefront Battle Tower. I guess, yes, I made actually a good amount of progress, but I want to do the Battle Frontier live with everyone and try and get the 100 wins live. I think that'd be fun. So I'm kind of waiting on that. You want to shiny hunt Mudkip after encountering catch up with shiny Swampert? You saw shiny Swampert in the Frontier? Sheesh. It is a cool shiny. Oh, RNG manip can be done in any game. I guess the main reason why I'm doing it in Sapphire is because I think I guess, yeah, I could always do the runaway, but I think I just want to avoid all the RNG, or the what's the word I'm looking for? The like weirdness with the resetting in Gen 3, or sorry, in Emerald. And Sapphire just makes it easy. But also I did get a shiny Rayquaza in this Sapphire cartridge before pretty quickly, so I thought we'd have some good luck too. I'm doing shiny Rayquaza also. Nice. $47 for Sapphire. That's like dirt cheap. I want to build a Frontier Metagross. I got another video coming out tomorrow where we got another shiny Beldum, so I trained another Metagross. Another shiny Metagross for the Frontier. Metagross is so cool, but it's also really good, like objectively good. Kaiba's Code. Spell card left, right, A-bait. I'm gonna hit the game with something spicy this next reset. It'll be crazy. Use dead energy. There's a big delay on the stream. Yeah, there's at least... I thought it was like 10 seconds. 20 seems long. I don't have any additional delay. Let me see. I did know, I feel like I noticed that, but I thought that was like pretty standard. Let me just check these settings. Ideally, I want like a 1 second delay, you know. How do I even see this? Hold on, give me 1 second, everybody. Because there's like that big of a delay. That's annoying. It's not as intimate. Bear with me. I don't see it anymore. All right, hold on. I'm not looking at it. We could take quizzes. What the heck? Here we go. Yeah, I have no delay on. It's not slow mode either. Yeah, I'm not really sure why. Alright, I'm coming back so I can see all your messages. Give me a second. What's going on? Hopefully I'm still streaming. Oh, what's going on? Why is my whole thing bugging out? Alright, I'm back. I can see everybody's chats. Delay test. I would not recommend breeding for shinies. It is just, it's tough. I gotta be built for that. I'm not built for that. Yeah, software said be so much faster. What's up, Mika? Thanks for the luck. Hopefully we see something soon. Got a dip. Well, thanks for hanging out, Owen. Have a great rest of your weekend. Yeah, I try to reply pretty quickly, but top priority is make sure I do not soft reset the shiny. About 2 a.m. Jeez, man, get to bed. Yeah, the second you fall asleep. Yeah, hurry up and go to bed so I get this Rayquaza. You got 2 random shinies within 140 hours. That's awesome. What shinies were they? Yeah, I think, yeah, best chance would be to also do it in like Sapphire or Ruby. But also if you are doing an Emerald, I think you got to do something, because again, the frames aren't advancing, so you got to, if you're not hitting those shiny frames after like, let's say a couple hundred encounters, you probably got to advance the frames in some way. You can get shinies if your battery runs dry. You just are going to have a hard time with the soft resetting unless you do the RNG manip. We're trying to get Arin in the Acrobike game, the Pocket. We're either going to get Arin or Sableye, and I think we're up to like a 70% chance for Arin as we're doing a repel trick. You're heading out, Retro. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully have a good weekend. But nah, Retro, we gotta name this Nighthawk. This is the mascot of the channel. Going down a floor, when you do it in Emerald, you have to do some, the like runaway method or whatever, so you gotta keep going in and out of like the cave or whatever. Come on, Rayquaza. Yeah, shiny Rayquaza, black and red, fire. Such a cool shiny. So cool, I want another one. I do want to hopefully get this Aggron soon, because I kind of don't want to like go to the frontier or back into the frontier until we get it, because I feel like I'm like nice and set up in this spot, like in Granite Cave, so I don't want to leave. But I do also want to do more Battle Frontier grinding. I think I haven't even traded my other shiny Metagross to Emerald yet, because I don't want to leave the Granite Cave. So yeah, I guess it kind of looks like he's high. I almost like, I love shiny Aron, like that red eye. Oof, so cool. But definitely, I mean, Aggron's got the red eye too, but it's more green. Kind of wish it was red, like the whole body was like metallic red or like a dark obsidian kind of color. How do we go through all the songs? That's just not right. Yeah, shiny Milotic is so pretty, and it's just a great Pokemon for the frontier, but that's a tough hunt. Yeah, this would probably be one of the longer hunts, at least that I've tracked. I think the longest one was the shiny Gyarados and Heart Gold. That took up over 10,000. But a lot of the hunts I didn't track, or my earlier hunts I never tracked. Definitely that shiny Eevee Umbreon that I got in Fire Red or Leaf Green. One of those games a couple years ago, that was absolutely the longest hunt. Like time and encounters. Although I didn't track the encounters, it was a very long time. Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of the Aggron, but I think it's because it makes sense though. I think something with like, doesn't he like oxidize or something like that, or like corrosion or something? There was actually like there's definitely like somebody wrote an article about it online. Like the coloring actually makes sense. Don't quote me on all that, but I remember someone talking about it. Sorry, I just realized I'm like eating the mic. Hold on. Yeah, black and red shiny Aggron. Whew, shit, black and red shiny Steelix. Ooh. You're going, you got a 50, 55 Swampert, Sceptile, Latios. Well, good luck. You got this. After the third reset, after reading this, go left, then go to the right behind. The third reset, alright, so 2 more. You got a dream? What's up, Beaveries? How we doing? Kind of does look like the Cyber Dragon hers. Yeah, Gen 5 is awesome. I can't wait to finish up like some of the stuff that we got. Was that the third one or the next one? Alright, next one we'll do it. And after we're done, like getting some of these shinies, I think, yeah, I guess better with it so I don't ramble for 8 hours. Once we get to probably like November this year, I think I'm going to pick Gen 5 back up, try and complete that Pokedex, but there's a lot of things I want to try and chip away in Gen 4 and Gen 3 until then. But trying to get the trainer card, the black trainer card in Black 2 is on my to-do list this year, but probably going to be later in the year. Yeah, I want to make, like, one of the things I would do this year is make sure to try and get at least a couple more of the gold symbols, but it would be nice to get all the gold symbols to get that final star in the trainer card for Emerald. It's a tough challenge. Oh, we got Black Rose. That's a cool name. Yeah, I'm not like, I like Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't love it probably as much as other people. But love Cyber Dragons. You clench your teeth waiting to see the dragon. Oh, I'm looking at these games at like an angle so I get it flat enough for the camera. I guess I don't need to actually do that, but it's just kind of more comfortable. But anyway, like sometimes I look at the shadow like in the right angle and I'm like, oh my gosh, there it is. And it surprises me and it's not. Yeah, Black and White 2 having the hard mode. So if you do the hard mode, does that like delete your game? Like, I thought it does. I didn't really look too much into it. But I think someone mentioned to me if you do the hard mode, it like resets your game. Come on, Rayquaza. You can do this, I believe. You got shiny Deoxys and Emerald. Your mom gave it away. That's painful. That's actually tragic. This is the 9,400th reset, everybody. This is it. Come on. Hopefully I did it. Maybe I didn't do it right. I thought you had to beat the game first and then you could like select it on like a new save file or something like that. Like, I thought you had to like unlock it. You gotta beat the champ. Yeah, hurry up, hurry up. Try to get the Rayquaza now. You say next 100? So under 9,505 resets. I hope it's just under 10,000. Like once you get to the 5 digits, you're like, all right, buckle down. I'm gonna start hunkering down for a long fight. What's going on over here? I feel like we've gotten an errand or an encounter in like 5 minutes. Come on, Rayquaza. Alright, that did it. I can feel it. This is the one. Alright, this is the one. This reset. You can feel it. I'm glad you enjoy the content, Mika. Or Mikasian. Or Mikasian. Twilight, I encourage you to save up for another emerald. Nice. His games are great. I don't really anticipate them going down in price either. Like, I know some people say like they're expensive, but like if you play them for a long time and put the hours into it, like it's worth the money in my opinion. Yeah, I bought another copy of Emerald kind of for like a similar reason. Maybe buy another one, why not? I believe the shiny is close. It's so close I can almost taste it. I love SpongeBob references. Sometimes, well, usually I'll have the Pokemon channel on in the background throughout the day, but sometimes I'll have the Pokemon or the SpongeBob channel. I love the older episodes. Like the you gotta be the marble, you gotta date the marble, you gotta lick the marble, you gotta wash the marble. Japanese copies. I do actually have a Japanese copy that I thought mine was like $100. Like it was like half the price of a normal one, but I mean, if they're like that cheap, I kind of want like some other ones too, just to have in the collection. And you know, on the left game, we're trying to go for Aron. It'll be that or Sableye. You think it'll come or it'll pop up tonight? I'm hoping so. Really hoping so. The pseudo method starts in Gen 4. 99% confident. Picked up XD Coliseum today. Nice, dude. That's gonna be a crazy weekend. Probably, I would recommend starting with Coliseum. Yeah, and At the end of the day, it won't really matter, but I started with Coliseum just because it was the older game. And I think XD had some like good quality of life improvements. So like I went to XD, then went to Coliseum, and I was like, oh, like that, some little things were annoying me. Great game though. That's been a super fun weekend. I envy you. That's a weird thing, fundraiser. I've never heard of that happening. I wonder if like, is the game like not legit or something? Save completed. What does that even mean? Masuda method is when you breed with a two different language Pokemon, so it cuts the shiny odds in half. It's like something they actually put into the game. I'm not really too sure why, but it'll work with any language. It just has to be two different languages. I think Doom Coliseum a good IV Raikou. Seems like a good idea. I think it cuts it like in half. So it's 1,492, something like that. Yeah, to me, egg breeding for shinies was tough. I wasn't built for that life. I could see why you got stuck as a kid. I had the guide and the internet to try and play Coliseum and XD, and I was getting stuck. It is not like the easiest game. It's definitely fun, but it's not easy. Yeah, when I saw that video, that like hyped me up, that video. But Twisted's he's a different animal. I really hope that I haven't caught up with his content in a while, but I'm hoping he gets his team going soon and uses it in the Frontier. That'd be awesome to chat with him about. Thanks, Raven. Hopefully today's our day. We're 9,437. We're getting up there. Yeah, the Gen 4 radar hunting. I actually got my first shiny with that like a couple weeks ago. I didn't post any videos about it yet, but it definitely it requires a different level of like skill and like patience, but it definitely makes shiny hunting a little bit more attainable. I mean, it's not going to increase your chances in Ruby Sapphire, but I think it'll be faster, and you don't have to deal with the weird frames or how like the is in Emerald. And I thought there's one other thing about Ruby Sapphire, like a benefit. I mean, yeah, it's not really gonna change your chances, but I think it's just to be easier in Ruby Sapphire. It's a super rare screen. That's weird. Hey, I haven't actually heard of that, but I'm not like surprised if it's something really rare. Yeah, you gotta have like a million hours of grinding to get that. I'm glad you're here too, Raven. Watching us click some buttons, seeing the same screen over and over 10,000 times. It's a great time. I feel like the strategy, or I think the strategy in Emerald, software setting the starters, is to do like 100. If you don't get it or get a shiny, then you, maybe not 100, maybe it's like 200, 300. But if you don't get it, then you restart the game, and then so you get like new frames in the beginning. Yeah, the whole frame advancing thing, just I'm just not like a huge fan of. Some people like it though, as you can like mess around with it and stuff, but you gotta pick your poison. Come on, Rayquaza, we gotta do a trick soon. Someone give me some ideas. Ruby Sapphire, also, you don't get the animations, which I mean, I do like animations, but for time-wise, it's so much faster without the animations. Or I guess it's only saves you like, what, like maybe 2 seconds, but 2 seconds 10,000 times is huge. Alright, we're gonna do something crazy. Huge. Didn't work. Try that side. No. Fine. Yeah, I feel like Fire and Leaf Green should have had them. Actually, maybe not. But didn't Emerald come out after? I'm just trying to think of like the timeline. I guess Emerald was the first one with the animations. Upside down. I feel like if I do that, I'll turn it. Let's try this. There, I don't know. I don't got a protractor. That's looking about 30 degrees, right? That's looking about 30 degrees. I gotta feel it. Oh, that's new. I'm actually annoyed if this is shiny because the whole point is to record it like nicely. I know that wasn't upside down, but I got it plugged in. Give me all the electricity to power my device. Never forget playing your friend's version of Fire Red and encountering a shiny ponytail. What? Wow. That's a crazy shiny to find it with a friend. Yeah, if that worked, that would have been crazy. Yeah, I spent how many hours, days maybe, live streaming to capture the shiny appear on the screen. In the one encounter, we just had to turn it sideways and showed up. So we didn't. He freaked out. Yeah, we're trying, Peter. We're trying. Slow and steady. It has been a very long time. But no, I wouldn't really say I do. But yes, I have at one point in my life. I feel like everybody has. You lying if you didn't. I'm pretty sure it's a vibe. It's probably so relaxing. You had to retire from them. I think the only shiny I've gotten... Okay, in Gen 3, the only shiny I've gotten legendary was Rayquaza already. Gen 4, we got the Giratina. Nothing in Gen 5. And then in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, we have a bunch of them. Like, I know we have Suicune. Actually, I don't even know what shinies I have. I gotta go back. I got a video out, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, but... What shinies do I have? I don't think I have Gear. No, I think, yeah, one of the Giratina was on the list in that game. It's been a minute since I played that game. There are some other shinies I'm pretty sure I have, but yeah, for these games, just that's it. Shiny hunting legendaries is not really my favorite because I accidentally struggled to death in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and I think that scarred me in a sense. So it's not my favorite hunt just because of that, but... I'm actually really trying to remember what shinies I have now in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire that are legendaries. Definitely Suicune. Because I do remember capturing that in like one quick ball and I was like, I felt so cool. Or is that like a fever dream? I'm not sure. I enjoyed Brilliant Diamond and Pearl. Definitely, it wasn't my favorite game, but I enjoyed the remakes. I feel like they could have made it a lot better. It felt a little like half-assed. Again, I enjoyed it, but yeah, I got turned off by a lot of things in Sword and Shield. The game wasn't for me. It's fine if people enjoy it. Like, again, it's just an opinion, but it just wasn't for me. Like the raid things felt weird. Yeah, the Giga maxing, the Geek Chad maxing. I didn't really know what it was about. It felt too old. Yeah, I feel I bought, I think, Shield for me, and I bought Sword for my cousin, and we're like, let's grind it. And I don't think he ever touched it, and I played it for like an hour. Actually, I think I put like 5 hours into it, but the point being is I didn't really play it. I have not tried Champions yet, but I'm getting a lot of videos recommended to me to do it or like try it out. I feel like people are getting pretty intense into it. I'm getting like memes too on like Instagram saying like Pokemon doesn't have to be this serious, guys. Like, what are we doing? Something like that. But I guess if anyone has played it, how is it? Oh, Legends Arceus, I keep forgetting about that game. I liked the idea of that game, and it was enjoyable. But one day I put the game down, and I just never picked it back up, and like nothing was pulling me back to play it. Like I don't think it was a bad game. It just, I don't know, like it just made me want to play like these games even more. Kind of surprisingly, I like the concept. Yeah, I agree, Mika. It's just simple, and it's like so de-stressful. But like you can obviously like Battle Frontier is kind of stressful, losing a shiny is stressful, but like it's not like you have to do those things. Like it can be what you want it to be, or you can do different things in the game but still keep it relatively simple. We're talking about Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, which was the remakes on the Switch. All right, we are about to cross 9,500. We need a big win here. We need a big W. All right, here we go. 9,500. Come on, Rayquaza. I believe that we will win. We can do some chanting or something. Yeah, the game Sword and Shield did look nice, but I just like, at least again for me, I couldn't really enjoy it. But I mean, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I know a lot of other people did too. I like the idea what it had, like the more open worldness to it as well. Like that part of Pokemon I really enjoyed. Yeah, definitely need Rayquaza before 10,000. Absolutely, please, that would be great. Please. Tiki chanting. The purpose of the pocket out. We're grinding. It's the double shiny hunt. What do you mean, like the pocket as opposed to the Game Boy? Like another SP? Because I do have my other SP like in arm's reach over there, but I got the Ruby game in there. I might transition to that soon. If we get... Actually, yeah, I was thinking about getting maybe 100 Aaron encounters and we'll switch over to Ruby. I don't see myself ever getting a shiny legendary doggo in Gen 3. I just feel like it's way too hard. It's a challenge that I don't think I'll ever do. But yes, that's what makes it a huge flex for those willing to accept the challenge and actually achieve it. Remember doing Reshiram and Zekrom. Alright, who's cooler, Reshiram or Zekrom? I think I gotta go Zekrom. Like, I don't love either of them that much. Like, they're definitely cool, but I don't, like, love them. Kyurem, oof, that's a cool Pokemon. But Reshiram and Zekrom, I gotta do Gen 5 tier list soon. We gotta rank these. Gotta rank Gen 5. Dude, I can't wait to get back to Gen 5. I want to get a shiny Haxorus. He was a Reshiram kind of guy. I thought you have to... Yeah, Aggron's so cool. I agree, Phil. I think what makes it difficult... Someone don't quote me on this, but I think you have to... Why am I forgetting this? I guess someone with more knowledge. There's a level of difficulty to this hunt that I'm forgetting. I don't want to just ramble on about something that I don't really know fully. Even if the Pokemon's got relatively bad stats, you can still do pretty well in the frontier. It's just how well do you want to do? Like, if you got the team to support like any Pokemon, even if it has pretty bad IVs, you can still do pretty good and have fun. But I think getting a good nature is probably important, and getting mediocre at a minimum IVs is pretty important. But nature, EVs with a great solid team, I think, is the most important. Unless, again, you're trying to go for like a world record, then yeah, you're gonna need some extra elbow grease. Oh man, you failed a Joltik? That's tough. I guess, had you noticed, like, when you left, you're like, hey, that looks a little different. Let's Go was a lot of fun for me. I finished that like in one day, and then I was like, this is it? This is all we get this game? That game was it was fun, but it was underwhelming. You got a random shiny Lilpup? Yeah, that's exciting. Is it possible to get perfect IV? I don't think you can do the manipulation in R with the R. Can you? I don't think so. That's like my preferred way of the frontier. Just get some shinies. Or like get Pokemon. I'll take a step back. My preferred way of enjoying the frontier is to breed for a cool Pokemon with some good egg moves, you know, some good IVs here and there, just because it feels cool. But if we're going for shinies, whatever the game gives you, that's what I'm going to try and make work. I feel like there's a certain level of like, I'm not really sure what the word is, like the game gave you this. It is now yours. Like, it's not like you tried to go for something very specific, and there's some level of, I feel like, fun in that. Or like you were destined to have it. But again, obviously, if you're trying to go for like super high records and everything, you need having the best IVs and such is only gonna be better. Yeah, you can breed build them with Ditto. It just takes a while. Breeding build them is tough. Not only does it take a while because you can only breed with the Ditto, and like the chance of getting the egg is low. Oh, poopy. But what do you call it? The steps are also very high. I just hope that one wasn't the shiny. I mean, not that it really would matter because it's not under my control right now anymore. Getting perfect IVs on a Beldum specifically, or the genderless Pokemon, I think is extra difficult because you can't influence both parents, so you kind of just have to have a really good Ditto. You have to wait 4 hours for a proper seed. All right, time for the Tiki chant. Hee haw, hee haw. 100 encounters on over here on the left game. I think we gotta make a chant for Rayquaza, kind of similar to the Winged Dragon of Ra and Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that chant is awesome. I don't really remember what goes, or what the chant is. We have the internet. Hold on. I'm not gonna probably recite it, but I want to, for my own information, Wing the Dragon, Ra, chant. What a cool. I'm a Slifer kind of person. That's not what I remember. This is completely sidetracking everything, but where's the chant? Alright, I can look at this at my own time. The Winged Dragon of Ra! Chanting begins. Breeding for the shiny just takes a long time. It can be done, and you're still only, yeah. You're still limited to a lot of luck, even if you try to influence the nature, which you can only do in Emerald. Yeah, this dopamine hit's gonna be crazy. Yeah, we got a Master Ball as a backup, but we have, I think, 3 Pokemon to help capture this. Yeah, you know, Slifer is basically Red Rayquaza in Yu-Gi-Oh form. It's no coincidence that I love Rayquaza. Sorry. No coinky dinkers that I like Slifer. We should probably just name Shiny Rayquaza Slifer. From your memory, if that's your memory, then it's pretty close, except you said raw, not raw. But I think that's pretty much verbatim. Beseech thy name. I don't think I've ever used the word beseech before or outside of this context. Yeah, and you get flame armor or the flame body ability. No, magma armor, your flame body ability. Pretty much, I would... If you have Emerald, your breeding should be done in Emerald because of a lot of other things like that. Not a lot of things, but there are things. 760 encounters in Pokemon Y for Electrode or Liquid. Hopefully you get the candle. The candle shiny is so cool. I definitely want it in my Gen 5 game. Yeah, we're hoping for that AA Ron. Gordon Ramsay, raw. The Winged Dragon of Raw. But if you're doing the RNG manip, like you're doing resetting, but it's very specific resetting. I think the red eyes, I'm a big red eyes person over blue eyes. Blue eyes is cool, but red eyes black dragon, why did they make red eyes black dragon not like more powerful? Oh, my finger. It's a tough life out here holding down this B button so I jump. Osiris. Ooh, yeah, that's a cool name. Oh yeah, I named mine the Legia Chris from Monster Hunter, but Osiris, that's a cool name too. You think so? But I feel like 2400 attack? That's not acceptable. Thinking like 2600 at least. Gotta beat over the Dark Magician. I guess, yeah. Kaiba's the most powerful. Then you got the Dark Magician, Yugi, man. Yeah, we're software setting an Emerald. It's not Emerald, sorry, Sapphire. Emerald's on the left screen. Jumping around. U-Bell, oof, yeah, that's sick. U-Bell is just like a... I just think of like darkness when I hear that. The most tries I counted with a shiny hunt was I think 10,000 for a Gyarados. But definitely I had a shiny Eevee that took so long. I don't know the encounters for that, but it took like over a year. And I was doing that like almost every week. Yeah, what are you guys talking about? Golden Sun? I don't even know what that is. I remember reading in like an old, I don't know if it's Nintendo Power or some Yu-Gi-Oh magazine. I gotta go back and find it because I absolutely have the magazine. But it was saying how, I don't remember the exact date, but it was like 20 years from now. It was probably 2005 or 20, sometime between 2005 and 2010. Absolutely. It was like 15 years from now, something like that. We're gonna have like real life duels, maybe like holograms. I remember as a kid I was like, this is gonna be crazy, I can't wait for the future. But then here we are still playing the same games, even though it's not Yu-Gi-Oh, it's Pokemon, but essentially it's the same thing. Boy. Wait, Golden Sun's a game? What am I missing here? I feel like I'm missing a lot of context clues. Yeah, the fundraiser. I did learn that too. There's actually a Yu-Gi-Oh card, like that whole huge meme. It's turn-based, okay. Recently a Ruby from a pawn shop. I've been playing it a lot. Oh man. Come on, Rayquaza. We got the world watching. It's your time to shine. Yeah, we got the synchronized working. We got an Abra. I originally had the magnet pull ability to increase the Aaron percentage of spawning, or the encounter rate of the Aaron, but I decided to go synchronize the admin because I want to. Hopefully, we get it, and we can use it for the Battle Frontier, or have a stronger Pokemon for the Frontier. You got a shiny Larvitar in the second battle of the first set in the Battle Tower. Ooh, that's crazy. You gotta take a picture of that, Jack. Is that Gen 3 you're playing? Yeah, our Abra's fainted. Oops, my bad. Hit the mic. Yeah, I'll show you what we got cooking in the party. Got the Abra with the synchronized admin nature. We got this guy, level 12. We just need a level 12 Pokemon. We got the Rayquaza. We got a Magnemite with Flash. It's dead. That was originally using for Magnet Pole. Then we got Butterfree with Sleep Powder. And then we got this dude with False Light. But if we Sleep Powder, then I don't even think we need the False Light. But if we Sleep Powder, I think it's like almost 100% encounter rate. Or, sorry, 100% catch rate with a Luxury Ball. So we're cooking. We straight chilling. It feels wrong to defeat it. Yeah, how do you do that? Yeah, I feel like I would probably stare at it for like a while. And Larvitar is like a hard shiny to get in Gen 3 because it's a very low percentage rate in Fire Red Leaf Green. So like even just seeing one in this game is very lucky. I hope you're right, Aladdin. I mean, we're at 9,587. We're getting close. Yes, I would say I have the experience on how hard it is to get in this game, and I got lucky. Oh man, if you get a in Gen 3 shiny Tyranitar with Dragon Dance, that is a huge flex. I guess, yeah, I forgot you can get it in XD. I always forget that. That's probably the best way to get the shiny. I always forget that. The beast has fallen. Yeah, in Gen 3 I've gotten a couple random shinies because I do a lot of my training in the Sea Vault Canyon in Fire Red. So naturally I was training but also hoping to get a shiny Larvitar one day. So by doing that I got a Meowth, 2 Geodudes, and a Phanpy, and I killed one Meowth too. Actually, yeah, and in the Safari Zone, my first shiny ever in Gen 3 was a Venomoth, and I ended up getting it, which was crazy. And then when I was trying to get the Lucky Egg, I got 2 other shinies in the Safari Zone that I did not get, which was that Execute and the Nidorino. Didn't get those, but we got the Venomoth, that's all that matters. But I guess you could soft reset that one, right? Or is it always going to be not shiny, the one that the dude gives you? Cooking some friends, chicken, listen, nice. Getting that protein. Yeah, when I got the shiny Venomoth, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know what I was doing in the Safari Zone. Yeah, what was I doing in there? Like, it was like random. And then the fact that I actually got it based on the low percentage, yeah, I was able to screen or take a picture of the Meowth falling. That's in some video on this channel, but yeah, dude got taken down by an Aggron that I was training. All right, we're 9,600. I'll probably go to 9,700, and then we'll see how we're feeling. As if we go above 9,700, it's like we'll just go to 10,000. But I don't know if I want to commit to that. I don't know if I want to commit to that tonight. Come on, Rayquaza. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I still have not found a random, or I have not gotten any shiny in this Emerald save file. Not a single one. Hoping to break that with this Aaron. Slow and steady. Hold the line. What's your favorite Pokemon to hunt, train, or build? To hunt? I mean, I like wild encounters. So really any wild encounter, probably. And like honestly, like, as much as it sucked that like 5% Larvitar in Fire Red and Leaf Green, like the thrill of actually getting it was crazy. It's probably not my favorite to hunt though. I really enjoyed that Duskull hunt that I had because it's 100% encounter rate. Seeing in the wild too was really cool. To train, I mean, I love training really any Pokemon, but Steelixes, Aggron, Metagross, Tyranitar, any of my favorite Pokemon. I love training like really anything. I guess yeah, to train and build, I should say, really just my favorite Pokemon, which I got a couple Steelixes, a couple Aggrons, a couple Tyranitars. They're good for Tyranitar is good for the frontier. Steelix is A-okay. Actually, Steelix is pretty good. I just don't use them as best as I probably should. Aggron's not really that good for the Frontier. The only random shiny you've seen was in the Frontier. It's tragic though, because you can't see it or you can't capture it, but at least you're able to battle it, which is pretty cool. You got Pokerus last year. I haven't gotten Pokerus in a while. Like I think as a kid I got it, because I remember seeing that like smiley face or the sad smiley face thing, but I haven't gotten it then, and I don't really think I definitely don't have that save file anymore or any Pokemon from it. You have much to learn from the master. Who's the master? Definitely me. That is true. At least you know they exist. Come on, Rayquaza. I know you want to be caught. Yeah, I trained a special attacking T-Tar and a Aggron special attacking. I've learned more since then, and I probably would rebuild those. But yeah. The special attacking T-Tar's got potential, but I think in Gen 4 there's a lot more potential for just like those types of builds. But they were kind of fun, you know? It's unique. It's kind of cool to be able to see like a Tyranitar using all these crazy moves. It's like Godzilla shooting a flamethrower move out, and like Aggron kind of similar, just like Kaiju shooting a Thunderbolt. Found a shiny Zubat when you were 10. Hey, I don't have a shiny Zubat yet. The young master. You've seen Porygon and Marowak so far. Tried to breed shinies, but only random ones. Yeah, the shiny breeding is tough. It is tough. Porygon's a cool one. I like the colors. I have not played ZA. Probably won't play it because there's so many things I want to do in these older games. I don't really want anything new to distract me from that. Hunting for perfect IV Jolly Dittos in Desert Underpass. T-Tar might be the first. Man, that sounds awesome. Have you gotten any luck getting like 3 IVs? I think I have like 2 or 3 IV Dittos with like a good nature, but I think getting 3 is pretty tough. And I know, I'm pretty sure Twisted Mode has spent a significant amount of time trying to get good IV ones as well. But yeah, I'm guessing you're using the synchronized ability, right, to try and influence that. Ooh, Blade Edge. That's a cool name for Caesar. Elemental Hero Blade Edge. What's up, Nathan from Thailand? How's it going? I have not played Pokemon MMO. I have been recommended probably every few days by somebody. It looks pretty cool, but I don't know. I kind of want to stay focused on these games. You're farming for a thick club and you got shiny Ghastly? That's pretty crazy. What is Digardnak? What is that? 41 routes. Oh, I guess yeah, at that level checking the Dittos is probably a lot easier, right? Pokemon had a tower defense? I love tower defense games, like Balloon Tower Defense. There was this other one I used to play too. It was on Addicting Games. I don't know what it was called, but that was like before before I played Balloon Tower Defense, or when Balloon Tower Defense like 1 was released. Yeah, I feel like the odds of a 3 IV perfect Ditto is so low. Oh, Fearin. Oh, that's like a perfect name for it. I still gotta go back and watch that show every day. I know it's really good. I think you're gonna run out of characters though. Now I'm thinking about it. For that name. Come on, Rayquaza. 54 more. You have 54 more opportunities, Rayquaza. Do you want to be caught tonight? Or do you want to shine tonight? Come on, Rayquaza. Let's show what the Rayquaza what actually it should be looking like. See, this is what you gotta look like, bro. Try again. He had a 4 perfect IV Ditto with a naive nature. That's good though, because at least you can get the transfer nature like by using some other Pokemon, you know. Yeah, not the best nature, but come on, Rayquaza. Look at it. Yeah, that's gotta be crazy lucky. I don't even think I've gotten a 4 IV breeding, and I have a lot of bred Pokemon that I IV checked. Like, probably over 1,000. I would imagine, yeah, you probably filled up hundreds of boxes. They kind of do. There's the quick answer is yes. The long answer is it's like random almost. At least in the Gen 3 games. I think in Fire Red Leaf Green, the parents have like a high likelihood of transferring 3 of their IVs each, and then in Emerald, I think it's just completely random. But like, they have a chance, obviously. The numbers get kind of crazy. Nah, I don't have any problems with the Game Boys charging, but these are pretty new ones, so I wouldn't expect that. But with my older ones, yeah, the batteries are pretty like dried up, so they don't really even play. They don't hold a charge. Best way to put it. Yeah, replacing the battery should help. Yeah, if you have parents with good IVs, they have a chance of sending them over to the baby. So it kind of, to put like lack of better words, the more good IVs you have on your parents, the better chance their baby will have it. Yeah, I do really like the power items in Gen 4. At least guaranteeing you're getting one good IV, or one IV is really nice. That in combination with that Everstone is oof. It's nice. Mm. 30 more. Come on, Rayquaza. You missed your old SP with black stripes and red buttons. That's a cool one. Or it sounds like a cool design. I know, come on, Rayquaza. I don't know if I have the energy to go for another 300 tonight. That's like an hour and a half about. And then if we get it, then that's like, I'm estimating a minimum 1 hour to get the Rayquaza, unless we get absurdly lucky, but probably 1 hour. Like actually capture. Yeah, I bet the prices are like nowhere near. I mean, yeah, definitely nowhere near that, but. I mean, DS Lite is probably like the best because you can play DS games and Game Boy games, right? I mean, that'd be my thought. Crisp. Brown, 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 brown. the last 10 encounters, we will show Rayquaza, the other shiny Rayquaza, and maybe the energy will transfer. Maybe. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Hopefully, I mean, I do enjoy the streams as well, but I'm hoping we get the Rayquaza soon so we can move on to other fun things. I have right now, for at least the Gen 3 games, my Fire Red game pretty much has all like my living decks for Gen 3, and then then in Emerald I have all my trained Pokemon because it's actually where I'm going to use it in the Battle Frontier. So essentially all the Pokemon I train, and if they're shiny too, and I intend on using them in the Frontier, they're in Emerald. If they're shiny and I don't really want to use them, or I just have other Pokemon that I like but don't want to use in the Frontier, then they're in Fire Red. That's how I kind of organize that. Alright, 8 more. Come on, Rayquaza. You can do this. Yeah, I do all the breeding in Emerald because of things like the Flame Body and the Ivy, or I guess most of the Flame Body is the main reason, and the Everstone. But I do all the training in Fire Red just because I just think it's easier. I like the Versus Seeker a lot. But my box of Dittos is in Emerald. And like all the other Pokemon I trained that I could help with the IVs and Natures are in Emerald. And then Charmander Fire Red, 15,000, man. Hopefully you get it soon. All right, last encounter, Rayquaza. Come on, Rayquaza. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Ooh. Losing my mind over here. This is what you could look like, Rayquaza. See that? See that, bro? Come on. You can do this. There it isn't. All right, let's get a save in over here. Let's update our tracker. So 9,700. We got it. I'm gonna save again. I didn't see it. So plus 2,549. We were at 2,686 Aarons. And we are at 9,700. Whew. So 300 resets? No, 600 resets in 2 hours. That seems like a lot more than I thought. 2 hours. 600 resets, 300 resets an hour. That seems like, I thought we were getting like 200 resets an hour. My math's off. Just found a 2 IV Ditto, but relax. No, need that jolly. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna pick up the stream this weekend again. We got a video coming out tomorrow though. Shiny Beldum trained up in Fire Red, Leaf or Fire Red. We gotta transfer it over to Emerald eventually, but I'm gonna build a team where I'm probably gonna put that on the Sandstorm team. Got a cool nickname for the Pokemon. Ooh, it's spicy. But yeah, that was my fastest shiny. We got that on the live stream a few weeks ago. 135 resets. That's essentially 0 on the grand scheme of things. But anyway, hopefully everyone has a good rest of their night and weekend if we don't stream again. Maybe Sunday, we'll see how we're feeling, but hopefully people get some good shinies. Hopefully have a good weekend. I'm gonna be signing off, but take care everybody. It's been fun. Thanks for keeping me company.